8:54 now. More than 100,000 people in low-paid work and who are paid weekly could be facing a bleak Christmas this year.
Well, those affected are people who claim universal credit to top up their low pay. But the BBC has established that in many cases their benefit will not be paid in December. They'll have to reclaim universal credit in January.
Yeah, it's just the latest, isn't it, in this ongoing saga of universal credit and the switching over to it. Paul Lewis from the BBC's Moneybox programme has been doing the sums and working it all out. Let's get this dead clear then, Paul. So this is because there are more weeks in the month than there might other be, yeah?
Yes, that's absolutely right. Universal credit is paid monthly, and by that I mean a calendar monthly basis. But if you're paid weekly, and nearly half of all universal credit claimants are paid weekly when they're in work, then you can have 4 or 5 paydays in the month. In December there are 5 Fridays, which is a typical payday, and if that's your position, then that 5th payday will stop you getting your benefit. And not only does it mean you get no money, but you'll have to reclaim the following month, and that's a procedure you have to go through. You have to do it at the right time, and there could be another delay before you get your next payment. So it's a pretty bleak prospect for people that the benefit they expect to get every month, they won't get this month.
And this is the way the system is meant to work, is that right?
I'm afraid to say it is. If you go to the gov.uk website and look it up, you'll find the details of it there, though I have to say it's had no publicity till we worked out some numbers. And it's very clear there that in the weeks where you have 5 paydays, your benefit will be reduced, usually stopped, and you'll have to reclaim it. And on the figures, there are about 250,000 universal credit claimants who do work, and we know that nearly half of them are paid weekly from other research, so that makes the figure over 100,000. It won't affect every one of them, it will affect almost all of them.
MPs were voting this week on trying to improve universal credit. Was that part of this?
No, it got a very brief mention in the House of Commons, but the issue they were looking at was why you had to wait more than 6 weeks to get your first payment, and that is where we expect a bit of movement in the budget, though we don't know quite how much or when it will start. But this is a completely separate issue, and like the long delay, it is built into the system, and only a change in the underlying rules of universal credit can solve this problem.
OK, and the government very quickly say what?
Well, the government says it is paid monthly. It reflects people's actual circumstances after they've received their pay. So they don't deny it. They just, say that's how it works.
OK, Paul Lewis, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks,
Paul's
Tom.
investigation in full. More details on Moneybox, which will be on Radio 4 at lunchtime today, 12 noon today.